Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Jack.
And Mary.
And this is a very special Forbidden Doctor podcast.
Yes, it is.
We are announcing a very special VIP membership. Technology has finally caught up to our desires, and we have finally found a way for you to have personalized access to us on a global scale. There is nothing like this anywhere in the world that we know of, and for a short time, we are opening up membership with an incredible opportunity.
This is so exciting.
It is.
Yes, and before we get started, I also want to explain a little bit why we're doing this. I have been doing nutritional counseling for years. I have a nutritional practice in our clinic, and we had one in our clinic in St. George, and that is a picture of me in our clinic there with a patient. And I've practiced over a decade, and I've worked with people one-on-one. I've helped them with all their nutritional problems, just a varied amount of problems. And I was doing a really, really good job. And I had so much fun watching people transform. I have so many stories to tell, and it was super rewarding work because I got to see these people transform. But I was only reaching one person at a time. I would work really closely with them, and then I would follow them for months and sometimes years, and sometimes I'm still following many of them, and I would see absolute transformation in their health.
So here, from what you're talking about, here's a guy right here whose life was transformed.
Yeah, this is Chris. We've talked about him before. But it was frustrating and time-consuming just to help one-on-one when I knew the whole world needed to hear and learn these things.
Yes.
So we decided to end our local weekly health show here in Salt Lake City and move to podcasting because, after all, it's 2017.
Yes, it is.
And because we could reach so many more people, thousands, if not millions of people at once. And we have.
Yeah, we almost have. Well, we're right at 500,000 downloads of our podcast.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
But since starting the podcasts and moving out of the one-on-one consultations a bit in the clinic, I had this nagging feeling that I just wasn't getting the individual results that I had before, that I was getting with all these patients. We had been on a local radio show here in Salt Lake City for decades. Well, you had been on decades. Yeah. I was about 14 years with you doing that health show, and it was a call-in show where people could call in, so they had direct access to us. Yep. They could call in with questions, and we helped a lot of people on that show, but we couldn't really follow up with them, and it was hard to get your call answered and get through the radio, everything. So we had a great idea to transition the radio show into podcasts because millions of people can tune in.
Well, a podcast can be heard internationally, and people could listen anywhere and anytime they wanted to.
Yeah, they had a hard time with it at first, but now it's so much easier. But I missed that one-on-one personalized help I gave where I could help people with their specific problems. Here's an example up here, and I could follow them and see how I had repeatable tests, and I could answer any questions they had because one visit in our clinic does not a healthy person make.
No.
We always followed up with them and kept up with their changing lifestyles and issues and everything that arose. So here's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, hey, Chris, you're listening. I know you are. And you can see his timeline of his transformation. I wish I had time to tell you all about it, but as you can see, how much time we took, how much care we gave him, one-on-one. Jack also corrected his spine.
Yes. So
we decided to transition to podcasts, and sure enough, we reached many, many more people. But then two problems arose. The podcasts, first of all, weren't making any money.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they cost us thousands of dollars a month to support. We didn't want to sell advertising on a podcast for products, or mostly because we didn't approve of any products.
A lot of offers we had were things we just couldn't ethically advertise.
Yeah, we couldn't support. So we couldn't find any products we agreed that we could use on our podcast. And two, our podcasts were sponsored by our two Forbidden Doctor products, but we didn't pay ourselves. So
nope.
No, and got to get those two up there. And Standard Process refuses to pay advertising anywhere. And we won't use any other supplement company. They're the best. And they've been in business 89 years. So again, we were giving incredible information, but we were not making any money to speak of doing it. And that was a big problem.
Yes, it was.
And the second problem we realized was that if we're not making enough money to support the podcast, then people weren't getting better either. because many would buy one protocol from the symptom survey, but because they didn't keep in contact with us for whatever reason to follow up with support, they just fell away. And that's not good, because I felt they weren't even utilizing their first purchase well, and I didn't want them wasting their money. And if they weren't buying any supplementation and they didn't have access to us for advice and follow-up, they again were not getting better.
Absolutely.
Better. That's the most important thing here. Sure, they could schedule an in-house appointment with our clinic, and many did, but they're expensive. And the people that do not live here in Salt Lake City couldn't get in at all.
Which is most of them.
Yeah, we have them all over the world. We have podcast people everywhere listening. So this membership we have devised is a brilliant and maybe life-saving step in making our support affordable to everyone, and gets us back to individualized healing, which is what I wanted.
That's what we want.
We realize we cannot continue on the way we're doing with these free podcasts, free advice, free help, massive discounts on text blasts, and a detached arm's length distance from our patients.
It just doesn't work.
We had to bring some revenue in so we could keep going and helping people. But we wanted more one-on-one personalized access just for you.
You know, with this jaw-dropping $3.2 trillion in healthcare that was spent in the United States in 2015, and again, it only manages symptoms, but it addresses crisis care.
Yeah.
But we know you're frustrated and you need help finding information about healing and preventing disastrous health problems like heart attacks and cancers, other horrendous chronic disease. We knew we had to keep this forbidden information out there and keep it affordable.
Yeah. Well, just a friend of mine just yesterday was telling me that she doesn't know what she would have done if she had not met me. I mean, this is just one person.
I get to hear that too, you know.
She would have had neck surgery, well, because you took care of her,
yes,
sweetie. So she would have had neck surgery for sure, dental surgery for her TMJ. Her gallbladder would have been taken out for sure, and then she would have been on acids for life for her massive, never-ending acid reflux.
As many are.
Yeah. She had terrible acid reflux. She said she knew no other way except the medical way, and she was so grateful. And that's what makes this all worth it. And if we can continue on because we have resources to do it because of this membership, then she and others that have had access to us will not be the only ones helped.
Yeah, so this is the reason for our membership product. You will have access to us, Mary and myself, and our staff, one-on-one, discounts, webinars, and we will have the resources to help you.
Yeah, but you're getting ahead of us.
Slow down, Jack. Slow down. Well, I'm excited.
This is the future of healthcare, though. Nowhere else, nowhere in the entire world that we know of is there a membership like this. We could just ask for donations and send you a T-shirt as a thank you or a blanket. I think that's what Shriners does. But we're offering stunning value to you instead because we truly want you to transform. But we have to have the resources to keep this going, and we can't keep doing it for free. So we want transformation in your life. Is this possible?
Yes.
Yes. I've seen it happen 1,000 times in the clinic, let alone with myself. There's my story up on the screen there. And I would have surely passed to the other side by now if I hadn't found the forbidden information about iodine and rebuilding from the inside out. I found my breast lumps years before my sister did, and my sister has developed, of course, we've heard this story, full-blown breast cancer. You can hear my whole story in podcast 1. But look at these beautiful women that died from breast cancer. They're all younger than I am. I cut these people, these women, out of the newspaper in a 2-day time period.
That's no exaggeration. These 4 covered 2 days. 5 covered 2 days.
And you know what, honey, if you can read that, you can't, but if you could read the dates, it's 2013 or 12. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I cut these out in a 2-day time period. How I wish now we could have taught the forbidden things I knew about avoiding this cursed disease of breast cancer. Do you think it would have transformed their families' lives if they had lived?
Of course.
Yeah. Would it be transformative to have your energy back or to be able to eat anything you want again without getting acid reflux and heartburn? Do you know if you don't heal that heartburn, and by the way, it's easy to heal.
It's very easy to heal.
You will probably never resolve that for the rest of your life. And new studies show that being on antacids significantly shorten your life. So I'm grateful I was around to take this picture with my daughter a couple of months ago. I'm so sorry for the other women that aren't here anymore. So I know it's life-changing because I've helped transform many lives, but here's a 67-year-old man.
Oh, yeah. I
He's your
remember
age.
Don.
Yeah.
I know Don.
Yeah. He was about dead when he came to see us. Oh, man, this was a tough one. He was 67 years old. He had been on acids for 2 decades, 20 years. He had been sitting up sleeping for over a decade with the CPAP machine on.
Yes.
He didn't know there was any other way. Look at his after. Now, I'm going to go back. See the yellow things here? Here's the before. See all the red and all the drops?
Yes.
This was 2 months later. I mean, look at the difference. He is forever grateful.
This is the readout of a special device we use in the clinic for nutritional profiling.
Right.
Yes.
But he is forever grateful. I would call that even transformative. I mean, I know it's just acid reflux, but I'm telling you, it was fantastic. He still stays in contact with us, and he says we saved his life.
He says, cursed my name for days.
Yeah,
you say that.
Yeah, he cursed my name for days because he had to detox and he didn't have any acid in his stomach. And unfortunately, he didn't have the membership, and so he couldn't he could have contacted me, but it wasn't easy. Yeah. I'm hard to get to.
Yes, I know you're hard to get to. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so there are many hundreds, if not thousands of people that are now off their medications, off their antacids and other drugs because of the forbidden information they have been given by us and our staff. Now, just today, here's another one. We just got this in right before we went to press. So I threw it in here.
Good.
And she's...
Yeah, I was taking antacids every day just to be comfortable.
There you go.
And after taking the Lee Long Life Energy
That's
enzymes
our product.
regularly for 2 months, I no longer need any antacids, and I feel great with no stomach issues. Thank you. You're welcome, Jeannie.
Yeah. How about that starfish? I mean, she cares. Do you think it mattered to her? So get ready, hold on, sit back, and you are going to hear about a membership, the likes you have never heard before.
Yes. So let this show get on the road here.
This is the Forbidden Doctors
VIP membership. And this is where it came from, a discussion that Mary and I were having not too long ago. But remember when you needed that quick answer to a health problem or an issue involving either yourself or your family member, and you just did not want to run off to an Instacare facility where you would just have been given a drug and patted on the back and sent home.
Yeah, probably an antibiotic.
Yes, yeah. And remember being caught in this kind of dilemma when you knew the answer was not a drug and you just wanted the cause addressed, but you had no answer.
Yeah. I'll tell you when I was lost, when I had young children and they were so colicky and bloated and seemed to be in so much pain and cried and cried and cried, but I didn't have any answers. I remember going to the grocery store and looking at all the drugs in the pharmacy section, the little tinctures and the drugs and the cold medicine. I remember looking for colicky babies, hoping it was on the label, it was named for colicky babies, and just trying to figure this out by myself. I felt so lost. I wanted to help my screaming child who was in pain, but I didn't have any answers. Wouldn't it be nice to have your own healthcare professional on call?
Right. When you need it. I mean, how many times have you had unbearable heartburn,
you go.
For example, and didn't know what to do except keep popping more pills, more antacids, which they have now proven leads to an early death. I mean, how many times have you been caught not sure to do what you knew? You knew you were not dealing, let me put it this way, you weren't dealing with a life and death problem, but it was serious enough that you needed immediate attention.
And it made you cry.
And you knew there was a less violent, less toxic answer than drugs, but you didn't know what to do.
Well, how would you feel if you could easily talk to somebody that could give you answers that didn't involve drugs? Somebody that could guide you and help you consistently turn your ever worsening health problems around. Would you like that?
I think I would. I mean, this podcast is going to answer those questions with a clarity we have rarely been able to present in previous podcasts.
Yeah. When this podcast is finished, you will have a quick means to get a response to the issues you need answered right now. Answers that you've been looking for in the medical world, but have not been able to find simply because it does not exist there.
No, it doesn't.
Of course, if it's a life and death situation or a crisis, you belong in the ER. But quick, authoritative, accurate answers, the answers that address the foundational problem, are not easy to come by. But with the Forbidden Doctor and this membership, they will be. I mean, how much did you pay for vitamins for your family this past year? Did you feel okay asking the salesperson at a vitamin store for recommendations? I mean, it's like the pharmacy I went into. Mm-hmm. Do you often feel like you're just shooting in the dark when it comes to these kinds of purchases?
Well, this is where all these people come together and pool their ignorance.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you rather see an actual tangible benefit from the products you choose and that you buy and know exactly what benefit it is that they're providing? Aren't you tired of wondering if there's anything out there that's really worth it? Wouldn't you rather stop wasting your money and your time?
Well, let me ask you another question. Did you ever wonder why one person gets sick and someone adjacent to them doesn't? I mean, why some people seem to have health problem after health problem, no matter how hard they try, and others seem to do nothing to promote their own health, and yet they seem healthy and hearty all the time?
Yeah, it's a conundrum that they can't figure out without some help. Have you ever heard someone say, it's just in my genes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, if that's
ultimate
true,
cop-out.
Yeah, am I doomed to just live with what I've inherited? Do I really have a time bomb inside of me? Isn't there anything I can do about it?
Well, those of you who've been listening to The Forbidden Doctor for a while know the answer to this. But we want to tell you, or ask you, who is the Forbidden Doctor?
Yeah.
I mean, well, the Forbidden Doctor is you and it's me. It's that doctor inside all of us, deep intellectual, this power that made our body, that heals our body, and it can arm us with knowledge. We can use that knowledge as a weapon, but more importantly, as a shield.
Yeah.
To protect your own physical and mental well-being. Because if knowledge really is power, like they say, and the most powerful doctor out there is inside of you, armed with knowledge as old as time, then we're on the right track. I mean,
that's what the Forbidden Doctor is, the doctor inside of you.
Yes, and the reason we use the word forbidden is because you're forbidden to know that.
Yeah.
The propaganda is the doctors in this office building down the end of the street or in the other side of the county or whatever else, and that's the only doctor there is. No, there's a more powerful doctor than that, and it's the one inside of you. And this isn't new information. We're not offering revolutionary information in this podcast. We're offering foundational knowledge that has been around for millennia, which has just been pushed aside in the face of modern medicine.
Yeah, and this podcast will be one of the most important podcasts you'll ever listen to. These are the forbidden things Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. They don't want you to know you have the knowledge and the power to help yourself. They want you to stay dependent on them and become a patient for life.
Absolutely.
You know, you need to understand our medical doctors are good people, and most of my family is in medicine, but they are not taught how to heal. They are not taught to diagnose. They are only taught to diagnose. They're taught to label you with a disease and follow the standard of care. Their hands are tied more than ours are. If they don't follow the standard of care, they can lose their license to practice medicine. I mean, we have not had healers for at least a century.
So what we're bringing to you in this podcast is the end of not knowing what to do when you're faced with simple or complex healthcare issues that come up almost every day that all of us have to face at one time or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not offering crisis care.
Yeah.
We leave that to the brilliant medical system, to the emergency rooms. That's not our scope.
No.
What we are doing is offering you the answers you want when you don't need crisis care, but it's a serious situation that mostly needs answers right there at your fingertips. So get ready. You're going to love the new face of the Forbidden Doctor.
And be sure to stick around to the end of the podcast because we have a very limited supply of something we're giving away, and you'll want to be the first to jump on this. And we're also giving away a free gift. Yay, at the end. You won't want to miss.
All right.
Okay, so who will benefit from this great opportunity from the Forbidden Doctor direct to you?
Well, we're going to give you a little hint as to one of the benefits of our membership. Can you see a benefit to you and your loved ones when you just text a question and you get the answer you're looking for from myself or Mary or one of our very qualified staff members moments after you ask?
And the back and forth texting can continue until you have your answer.
Now, I'm not aware, Mary's not aware of any other healthcare facility who's offering such a service anywhere. But can you see how your family will be better served by this process?
We have produced podcasts that are reaching millions of people. But we have found that we create as many, if not more, questions with the podcasts. And there's really no way to get your questions answered personally and quickly.
So stay with us and see how you can be the answer person yourself to so many of your loved ones without having to go to school, take endless seminars, read book after book, or even stay on the ER advice line.
Do they have that?
Oh yeah, when I was
I didn't know that.
when I was doing my pre-med and I worked in the emergency room, I wasn't the one giving the advice, but I was the one trying to find the person who could give the advice once the question came in. Oh, I don't know. Let me go find out who does.
Well,
and so instead of staying on the ER advice line endlessly, only to find an answer in some bottle of antibiotics, listen to what we have to say here.
Okay, so here's a little background information about us just to set the stage. So, who are we to presume that we have the answers for you and your family? Dr. Jack,
Yes.
right across the table from me, is one of only 27 board-certified NUCA doctors in the world. NUCA is a performance-based certification that involves actual hands-on diagnosis and treatment of problems related to brainstem dysfunction resulting from a misaligned spine. Did I get that right?
Patients impress me.
Patients come from all over the world to see Dr. Jack. He has taken care of heads of state, national sports figures, and Olympic contenders. He's the medical expert regarding holistic medicine choices on a national radio show, which has over 4 million listeners daily. He also has had his own national radio show. He was the morning talk show Drive Time radio host here in Salt Lake City for over 20 years. He and I hosted that radio show or that radio program together for over 14 years. This health show was the most listened to and popular health show in Salt Lake City for many years. And Jack, weren't you just asked to be on the board of some University of Utah medical department?
They asked me. They're creating an integrative medicine board because if medicine had all the answers, I would be out of business.
Yes.
The reason you and I are as busy as we are is because medicine is trying to take care of chronic problems with drugs when they need other things to address.
To heal. Yeah.
They're great at crisis. Mm-hmm. They fall on their face with chronic problems. Right. And so they've created this integrative medicine board, and they're bringing a few experts in different areas that are non-drug related to create a board to help transition people who in the hospital system where the medicines aren't working, to move them into some other modality that might be more beneficial for them.
Cool.
And as a board-certified NUCA doctor, they asked me to sit on the board and take one of those seats.
Yeah.
That just happened yesterday.
Yeah, and didn't a professor just ask, I'm serious, this just happened yesterday. You had a professor that asked you if they could use our root canal podcasts. There's 2 of them.
In their hygienic section of their periodontic training, they want to use our podcast.
That is so cool.
We're not even dentists.
So it would be certified and everything.
Isn't that
well,
something?
if you can tell, Jack's speaking a little.
I'm still under dental care.
Because our root canal podcast, he had a root canal in one of his front teeth, and they took it out, and he's still waiting. For Halloween, it was really fun.
Yeah, you ought to see me spit through this thing.
He had a mullet, but he's talking a little funny because of that. But it was groundbreaking, that root canal podcast. You got to go listen to it, guys, if you haven't listened to it, because it can save you from all kinds of things, from cancers to heart problems to all kinds of things. So it's kind of fun. We make a lot of fun of Jack, but now he gets to make fun of me.
Yeah, I hope I can be as excited talking about you as you were excited talking about me. Mary's the director of our nutrition, of course, in our clinic, and has consulted one-on-one with thousands of patients. And since having her own health crisis when she was 36 old and finding no healing nor preventative help for her diagnosis, she and I went on this healing journey to help her. I mean, this is almost 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm, it was.
And in the process, she became a GAP-certified practitioner and applied clinical nutritionist. And she has made a life study understanding foundational nutrition and how it is imperative to supporting our mental and physical health. As Hippocrates said 2,400 years ago, all diseases begin in the gut. And through her extensive experience, both personal and professional, Mary has learned all health begins in the gut as well. Mm-hmm. So Mary helps you to address the cause of your disease problems by addressing the underlying source of them rather than just treating the symptoms. Mary's ultimate goal is to allow you to enjoy the peace that comes from foundational healing rather than the useless frustration of managing symptoms.
That is what I love. That is.
Yeah. So don't be fooled by me acting like I have the last word. Mary comes well prepared and informed to be an incredible source of information about foundational issues of health facing you and your family. Because after saving her own life, she's counseled with thousands of patients for 13 plus years, one-on-one, helping them, loving them, laughing with them.
We do a lot of laughing.
Yep, and she's gained the knowledge you can only get with experience. It did not come out of a book.
Yeah, so that was who we are. That is who we are. We want to get to know you, though, and with that information from you, we will tailor an answer just for you. That's why we don't offer cookie-cutter programs and advice or a one-size-fits-all approach. We all have different genes, different health histories, needs, and responses to nutrition. Some may like their eating habits and they don't want to change them much at all, but still recognize they need help. They need supplemental nutritional support. You are unique. We get that. You need personalized, customized help, period. So we will meet you where you are and collaborate to take you where you want to be. We'll ask you about your desires, what you like about where you are, and many other factors to give you the only personalized program suited specifically for you and your family. This membership will educate and support you throughout your healing and preventative health journey, and as your circumstances evolve, your personal health plan will adapt to meet your changing needs.
Now, would a reasonable person want answers that fit his or her individual needs instead of some blanket approach that just treats everybody the same as though everybody had the same problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a mess out there, and you've wasted enough time and money trying to figure this out. You need help. Oh, we are here to help. Wow, look at that, Dr. Jack and Mary.
So let's get down to the business of getting you well.
You have to laugh at that a little bit.
Yeah, it is kind of fun.
pretty cute.
That is
I
cute.
think I'm a little cuter than you, but
All
that's
right.
pretty cute. Okay, let's get down to the business of getting you better. If you listen to your body when it whispers, you won't have to hear it scream.
So, as we've mentioned before, healthcare spending in the United States has reached a jaw-dropping $3.2 trillion in just 2015. It surpasses the federal spending for national defense, homeland security,
Wow.
education and welfare, and it appears as if a pill for every ill is alive and well, but not for long.
Yeah, with more than 86% of current healthcare spending used to pay for chronic conditions such as arthritis, cancer, cardiovascular issues, and diabetes, we clearly are desperately needing a change in the way we address illness. We need to foundationally heal these conditions, not throw more drugs at them, which just manages the symptoms.
And so what we're offering is direct primary health care.
Not crisis
Not
care.
crisis care. It is literally the future of medicine, focusing on the root causes of dis-ease. And it treats patients the way they should be treated as individuals.
Yeah.
Because recent studies show that direct individual care, one-on-one, results in fewer emergency room and hospital visits and, well, simply because it addresses the foundational issues before they become diseases.
Diseases, yeah. Wouldn't you like that for you and your family?
Definitely, I think so.
We do have a little bit of a problem with this picture. This woman has a goiter on the side of her neck.
I'm sure that's her hair.
So I just, if I could talk to her, I would say, you need our ageless thyroid.
There you
Because
go.
I just heard a testimony the other day of a lady taking it and her goiter shrunk down in 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
Gee.
So I put that slide on there for
All right.
purpose. So cute. Okay, how many of you have said or heard something like this? I was told there was no cure, that this was a lifelong condition, and that I had to manage a lifelong condition that I had to manage, and that I was at high risk of developing colon cancer and needing surgery to remove my colon if untreated.
Yeah, said a patient recently diagnosed with ulcerative colitis.
Yeah. I got to tell you about a 28-year-old granddaughter of a patient of ours. She told us about the treatment of her granddaughter that she received up at the University of Utah Medical Center for Crohn's disease. She was, quote, treated for many years at the expense of over $2 million when they finally told her, go get your things in order. You are not going to live. This cannot be treated anymore. Well, she came to see us, and to this day, at least 5 years later, she's not dead, and she doesn't have any digestive symptoms to speak of. And, by the way, that $2 million was paid for by you and me,
Yep.
not her insurance.
And just a few days ago, Mary and I had a salesman casually say to us, quote, I have diabetes. It's in my genes. My family all have the diabetes gene. The doctor told me it's not my fault and there's no
course.
cure, and I have to take medication the rest of my life, end quote.
Yeah, literally. Literally. I told this story to my hairdresser and she was like, oh, I have the diabetes gene too. My sister has it too. And she just went on and on and on and on because the doctors say it's not your fault. It's not, it's your genes.
Nonsense.
But you have to ask, you didn't have diabetes when you were a kid. What happened?
Yeah.
What turned on? What turned that gene on? What happened? Something happened. This is so, so sad.
So how often have you had to face a healthcare issue in your family and you knew in your heart the answer was not drugs?
And how often have you wished you knew the answer before friends and family pushed you into drugs and surgery?
How would you feel if answers were close as a text?
And
It was completely confidential.
it was personalized just for you.
Remember the old-time medical system where doctors made house calls?
No, I don't remember actually. Do
I
you?
don't. Well, I lived in a color world, not black and white, so I don't remember this.
My dad talks about it.
And it was a system where we had healers instead of symptom managers.
Yeah. So what if we could have that now?
Yes. And it's not always easy knowing what to do for yourself and your family.
How would you like your hand held? Would it feel less scary if your questions were answered thoroughly and accurately so you're not facing the unknown alone? Wouldn't it be nice if your doctor had time just for you instead of worrying about the next appointment?
Well, not only are we going to answer your questions, but you won't be in this by yourself. So hold on to your hats. Drum roll, please, Mary.
Woohoo, here we go.
Introducing the Forbidden VIP membership.
Yes.
This is the most exciting thing that has happened for our listeners at the Forbidden Doctor since it was created 5 years ago.
It is very exciting. We are offering this membership to bridge the gap between traditional medicine and alternative medicine. We want to help you and your family deal with your holistic self, the whole self. Remember my bio and my Mary story at the very beginning? I mentioned I had a health crisis of my own when I was 36, and I'm 56 now. I wish I had had me at that time, or better yet, me and Jack, and our staff of nutritionists. If I had known then what I know now, not only could I have spared myself the fear of the unknown, but also a whole lot of money and time. You can hear about my story, as I said, on our very first podcast. But to sum it up, I wished I'd known then what I know now because all I had access to then was the same medical crisis care to treat the symptoms, not the source. That is all I had available to me.
Mary comes from a long line of medical practitioners, and her family has one of the more prominent medical reputations in the state of Utah. Her brother is the past president of the Utah Medical Association and the recent medical director of the largest HMO in the state. Many of her siblings, including her dad, are medically trained with PhDs and doctors of dentistry, molecular biology, anesthesiology. But with all those family members and all the combined medical knowledge, they still just recommended drugs and surgery only for her health crisis. Their heart was in the right place, but their focus wasn't. And they're trained in the treatment of symptoms after the fact, not prevention, and certainly not a holistic view of prevention before the fact or even in the treatment.
So let's see what this membership unlocks.
Ta-da! Unlock your first membership benefit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what this membership has to offer that you can't get anywhere else.
You got another drum roll. Here we go. This is the first benefit.
There's going to be several. This is the first.
Yeah.
Texting with Dr. Jack and Mary.
Phone texting with your health questions directly to Dr. Jack, to you, baby,
Yep.
and me for all your questions and answers. Or you can text our incredible staff if you prefer. Haven't you always wanted a doctor to be on call just for you? Well, this is the way you have it. Sometimes just a little guidance is all you need. I normally cost $250 an hour to sit down with me, and Jack is, $500 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible personal contact.
Well, I mean, this is truly healthcare delivered right to you.
Yeah, nobody else offers this. This is only available at the Forbidden Doctor. This is unprecedented access. We are a certified GAPS clinic, by the way. We are both GAPS certified practitioners and have a combined 35 years of clinical experience. We also have another GAPS certified practitioner on staff and 4 applied clinical nutritionists in our clinic. We can help you with the forbidden way to heal, one text at a time. And you can
Unlock
this benefit.
Yes, indeed.
The $750 an hour benefit, because our combined hourly rate
Yes.
is $750. So please don't text us for an entire hour. But this is incredible access for simple, easy, quick questions and quick answers. And you can text all of our wonderful staff also. And you can read these testimonials here. Everybody loves them. I don't know anybody that said anything bad about them. They're amazing. Jill is a certified GAPS practitioner. She's been seeing patients one-on-one in our office for biomeridian appointments. And she's also our resident expert on the heart. She's amazing. She runs the heart sound recorder department in our clinic. She's also a licensed massage therapist and has been in the healing field for many years. Jen has been with us for over 19 years, and she knows everything. She's stunning, and she's an applied clinical nutritionist herself, and she has actually studied chiropractic medicine at Palmer, the most renowned chiropractic school in the country.
Ambrosia, next there, is Mary's daughter.
Yay!
And has been poking Mary since she was a little girl to get herself healthy. She's a natural-born healer. She used to work for Standard Process. She has had her own nutritional counseling business and clientele in Chicago and Texas, and is, of course, also an applied clinical nutritionist.
Marissa's an applied clinical nutritionist, and she's most likely the person you'll talk to after doing your health questionnaire, that symptom survey that we've been talking about for quite a while. She is super fun and a brilliant teacher that can relate to people on all levels. She's incredible at helping patients using our heart sound recorder also, just like Jill. And she is valedictorian of her class, and she's our resident brainiac. She is so good at helping our patients navigate our website and social media.
Stacy, next there, is our staff member who saved her own life.
She did.
First as a patient of our clinic for over 10 years, and now as nutritional support staff in the clinic. She has personally walked the healing journey and can sympathize and help with your needs and concerns.
And Brianna has her nutritional therapy practitioner certificate and is an enthusiastic health blogger. We've used some of her blogs on our shows. She's offered personal consultations to clients before coming on board with us. She's amazing with one-on-one support and nutritional consultations and health questions.
And bringing up the rear there is Erica, who is finishing her master's degree in nutrition. She's brilliant, fun, kind, and knowledgeable. You will love her.
Yeah. Any of them are happy to help you, and you can text them directly, but now you have access to me and Jack personally 5 days a week for almost instant access unless we're in the bathroom. Yes. Honestly, that is priceless. So here's an example of how we've been communicating with our patients and a little hint at what access to this membership can bring to you. Here's some texting about anxiety and depression. You can pause the video and read this, but this is the old way. Here's another one, a question about a grandson with acne, and I give her, some things that she needs to take, and it's a very simple, easy way to get information. Here's one about bedwetting and help with food purchases. But these are actual texts from patients to me. But
this is the big but.
They are not HIPAA compliant.
Yes.
Anybody could grab my phone and read these, I suppose.
Yep.
But here's a question on heart attacks, and I notice I sent them a document right there on texting, which we'll be able to do. And here's bladder infections and incontinence. But that was the old way. This is the new way.
You're going to love this.
Now your text will be confidential. You'll be using an app, not the text messaging app. You will be using an app where you simply search for Dr. Jack, Mary, or any of our staff individually, or you can search our entire team as a group, and you have instant texting access to any of us.
This app is...
Well, I need to say, business hours.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
excluding
yes.
holidays and vacations, because I tell you, we don't take care of crises. Acid reflux may feel like a crisis, and boy...
And we have an answer for
And we
that.
have an answer for you, but past that, you need to go to the ER.
Yes. So this app is HIPAA compliant. It's private. I mean, you can rest assured none of your questions will be public ever. We are making this move to a professional application because your privacy is of top concern. Because we all know anything you text, the NSA is going to see.
Yeah, they can.
So now you can text us about those bathroom issues, knowing they're secure.
Right in the bathroom.
And they will not end up on Twitter.
Yeah. Here's one. I got to read this. This is Dr. Smith's team. This is a medical doctor. This patient says, "Hi, quick question. After yesterday's appointment, I forgot how many times a day I should be taking my medication." And somebody answers from the staff, "Hi, Amelia. The penicillin Dr. Smith prescribed should be taken 4 times a day until all the pills have been taken." And she says, "Great, thank you. Well, we won't be recommending penicillin, but just ways to help you avoid needing penicillin."
So to recap this membership benefit, you get to text your health questions whenever you have them. No more waiting for answers to your questions when you need them. And
Yeah.
you can even text from the bathroom. I mean,
Anywhere.
let's face it, a lot of health questions come up in the bathroom, and don't say you don't look.
Yeah. Oh,
You
what
know
is
you look.
that? What is that? You need to know. And in all honesty, though, haven't you always wanted a doctor to be on call just for you? This is the way you have it. Sometimes just a little guidance is all you need. So we want to make it very, very, very clear. Texting does not take the place of crisis care, nor your physician's recommendation, nor surgery, and certainly not your prescribed medications.
Remember, any suggested nutritional advice or dietary advice that we would recommend is not intended as any primary treatment or therapy for any disease or particular bodily symptom. We are bridging the gap.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No pun. We say gap a lot. Gaps.
Yes.
The gaps. Okay, here is unlock your second membership
Oh, this
benefit.
is great.
This is a great one. Ta-da! A 30-minute one-on-one phone or Skype consultation once a month with our nutritional staff.
We're offering this to all new members
Yeah.
because some problems cannot be explained or answered in a text. And the context of the text is so important. We need to hear your backstory. So we recommend this 30-minute consultation be used in the beginning of your membership to explain your situation and get a personalized healing plan set up. Then every month you can check in, add to your story, tweak the protocol if needed, ask questions, or just flat out just complain.
Yeah, so you can schedule this 30-minute once a month with our nutritional staff. You can now keep on top of your family's health, go over your personalized protocol, and have your questions answered. This is the benefit that will truly help you find and maintain your own path to wellness. As your lives change, we're here to help. We're here to help you adapt by supporting and changing the nutritional needs for yourself and your family, because we want to walk with you on your life's journey. Isn't your health the one thing no one can put a
Yes.
price on?
And there's so much information, and it's all out there floating around in little bits and bytes. And we're going to give you a personal health map, which will help you to connect those dots. We are bombarded in this country with ads extolling the virtues of modern pharmacology. But I'm sure you've heard the side effects
Yeah.
and the disclaimers, so that if only one of you get that anal leakage,
1% gets that anal leakage.
do you want to take the chance of being that 1%? I mean, wouldn't you like to be the 1% that doesn't, or the larger percent that doesn't need
Yeah, you want to
modern
be the
pharmacology?
99%.
Yes.
Yeah. In this case, you don't want to be the 1%.
Yes.
Yeah. So our goal is to help you be healthy from the inside out.
Because we are blasted and barraged with drugs for all of our symptoms. Drugs for anything, drugs for everything. And we're not here to treat your symptoms. Would you want plain and simple answers provided in a timely response instead?
Yeah. Yeah. If you answered yes to that, let us provide the guidance and help by giving you the information that's been kept from you.
Let's think about what a 30-minute consultation really means. I mean, when was the last time you had 30 minutes of professional one-on-one interaction with anybody in healthcare?
Yeah, Jack and I, we often laugh about this one gynecology appointment I had to get life insurance. This doctor had his hand on the door during my entire consultation, which lasted about, get this, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And another time just recently, we needed to explain to a doctor a backstory about some history, and he literally said to me, I have 5 minutes scheduled for each patient. If I take more time than that, then my income goes down 25%. He literally said that.
Well,
and
I was there.
he didn't listen to my story. My very important story.
So this benefit is unprecedented. Nowhere else do you get 30 one-on-one minutes each month with healthcare professionals to keep you on track, to help you, to guide you to the best health choices and decisions for you and your family.
Okay. So this is an incredible benefit to unlock, and it's our 30-minute consultation is $75 in our clinic.
Yep.
And you get it with your membership.
Every month for free.
Okay, so
Well, with a membership.
here's another little cute thing. Your staff is amazing. I can't say enough awesome things about the care I received. They were thorough and very helpful. They really went above and beyond for our family. And bam, here is the actual handwriting. That's the actual thing she wrote in.
And that's her picture.
And that's really her, yeah. She was like, yeah, put my picture up there. So again, can you imagine having a 30-minute conversation about your health every single month? If I had a 30-minute conversation every single month with a healthcare consultant after I found my breast lumps at 36 years old, wouldn't that have been wonderful?
Of course.
Yeah. Instead, when women find breast lumps, they go to a medical doctor where after testing and mammograms, the doctor spends 5 minutes with them. My doctor didn't even spend that much time. The radiologist that read my mammogram, he said, I stopped counting your breast lumps at 17. You have many, many more. It's just fibrocystic breast disease. Don't worry about it. Every woman has it. Then he reached out, he patted my knee, and he said, come back when it's cancer. And whoosh, he was gone.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
That was it. That was my consultation. We're not telling you to not get a mammogram. We're not telling you if you find a lump to not go to a doctor. But we are telling you.
There are alternative directions to follow relative to that.
And support. Even if you decide to go to.
Oh, yeah. Even if you decide to take the medical route, we are still there with your 30-minute consultation each month to help you make your decisions.
To help you through this.
Yes,
to give you.
to hold your hand.
Yes. So critical. I wish I'd had that. I can't imagine having 30 minutes a day. And it doesn't just have to be for you. It can be for your whole family.
Yes.
You can call up and talk about all your family. You can talk about your grandma. You can talk about your neighbor. We don't care. You get 30 minutes a month.
Yep.
And you can purchase more if you'd like, but that 30 minutes should be sufficient, especially after your first couple consultations. Yes. Okay, after you've provided us with the beginning of your backstory, which we love, with your 30-minute consultation, we will support you on an ongoing basis each month. We all have different backgrounds. We have different abilities, needs, and wants in healing and nutritional supplemental programs.
Yeah, and some may want help in slowly reducing their medications. I mean, the one thing medical doctors almost universally agree on is that fewer prescriptions are often better.
Yeah.
But know that we will never offer any advice about your current prescriptions. What we will offer is information that could result in a diminished need for those prescriptions. So we will always recommend regular interaction with the prescribing physician to determine if your needs have changed.
Yeah, we'll design a whole food concentrate protocol and nutritional program around that. Some may be more comfortable being vegetarians. Some may want to go more paleo. We will help you with those decisions and work with you. Our goal is to support your choices and meet you where you are, because some may not have much time to spend on cooking, and some may eat out almost exclusively.
Yeah, again, you're unique. We get that.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen it all.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, that's why there's no cookie cutter programs and no cut and paste protocols, no diets, no one size fits all blanket approach to healing. I mean, no two people are going to get the same boxed bunch of bottles as though everybody's problems are exactly the same. We will get to know you. So we look at your personal goals, your family history, dietary restrictions, many other factors to figure out the best program specifically for you.
And we'll develop a program that educates you for sustainable, healthy living, and you will join a like-minded community that will support you throughout your entire journey.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Look at this woman. That's so beautiful. Okay, wouldn't you like a happy, healthy family? Wouldn't you like to be back to where you were when you were a kid, where you never even thought about your body? It just worked for you. Wouldn't you like to be back being able to enjoy life and full of energy so you could travel again? Wouldn't that be incredible? And wouldn't you like to live out your retirement with vigor and health and sexually active?
I mean, aren't you tired of getting together with your friends and complaining about your latest aches and pains or listening to them complain about?
It's just...
wouldn't you rather compare stories about how great you feel?
Yeah, that would be incredible. Here's a story.
Like this one here.
Yeah, here's Tammy. I'm infinitely grateful to you and Dr. Stockwell for your nonstop dedication to gaining and sharing knowledge on all things health. I finally found relief from my bloating, and I will forever trust you with my health thanks to your clinic. And there's her actual text. So, what would a healthy family be worth to you? Let's unlock our third membership benefit.
Oh, this is the one that makes the whole thing worth it.
20% off all supplements all the time. That's right, all the time. No waiting for texts, blasts, or coupons.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you'll get 20% off supplements. That right there pays for the membership right there. Let's face it, no supplement is inexpensive. Our membership makes it affordable, and it allows you to support your health with your supplements that provide the nutrition that you can't or won't get in your diet. boy, we're both just a little hoarse here.
Well, I'm pretty excited, and I'm talking real fast.
Yeah, well, we're up a long time getting this ready. This is so exciting. So, you can have the 20% discount whenever and wherever you need them.
And this membership is the tool you need to make your health supplements an affordable part of your monthly food budget.
Yeah. Remember our podcast about liver? Eat it or take it? Remember? Nobody wanted to eat the liver, so we suggested taking Cataplex B. Well, now you can get 20% off of
Yes.
that. So here's a personalized protocol that you will get, and let's unlock at least $100 plus. We're being very, very conservative here.
Because some people it'll be more than $100.
Well, you will save a lot of money with this benefit. Here's an example.
Another monthly addition or supplement to your food budget that is critical in supporting your family when maybe your family's diet is not perfect is this fundamental health pack. I mean, just, think school lunch when I say quality of food.
Oh.
If this has the multivitamin and it's not synthetic, it comes from whole foods. It has an omega-3 oil. It has trace minerals, all whole food, by the way.
And if you don't like eating spleen and heart and liver, it's in here. This is an incredible daily pack. Throw one of these packs at your children and your husband as they run out the door, and you will know that you have gotten them off to the best start possible for the day. I wish I had I wish we had the advertising budget that Pfizer, that puts out Centrum.
Yes.
I wish we had that advertising budget because this is so much better. These are the forbidden things you have not been told. You could save 20% on this every month. This pack costs $64, but with 20% off, you would get it for $51.20, and you would save $12.80. And here's another one. This one.
Here's another daily pack that's very important.
Yeah. And what woman, this is a bone pack. What woman wouldn't want a daily bone pack to protect her bone health and her mother's bones and her grandmother's and your daughter's bones? We sell a lot of these packs.
Don't you ever wonder if the calcium and the vitamin D that you've been buying are actually getting the job done? I mean, remember Sally Field in the Boniva commercial?
Yeah.
Where she says...
She says, I took my calcium and my vitamin D and I still got osteoporosis.
And did you see the disclaimers on Boniva?
Oh, they're so scary.
I mean, wouldn't you rather that you were taking a product that has no disclaimers? Because there is no downside to healthy food.
These are very simple ways to keep your family healthy. And with the membership, you'll always get 20% off these packs anytime, anywhere. It is $108 a month, although this pack usually lasts 3 months. But with your membership benefit, you could get this for $86, saving you over $21 every month or every 3 months whenever you buy this. So this is really an incredible savings thing. Now, we've done a lot of things right. And all this health craze with people spending thousands and thousands of dollars at health food stores and on organic foods and non-GMO foods, etc. Don't you ever wonder if your money's being well spent? Is this the best thing you can do for your family and your health and your family's health? Might there be something out there that would allow your body to make the most of the money you're already spending? What good does it do to eat the right things if you're unable to digest them fully and get the nutrition from them that your body desperately needs?
Yeah, do you have digestive problems that go unaddressed?
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the state. Text us. Consult with us. You'll get an answer through this membership opportunity quickly, and it will be what you're looking for. And sometimes the answer is something that's already sitting there right there in your house.
Go to Texas.
Yes.
So what we've done right is focus on the gut, the foundational thing, because when you fix the gut, you don't have to fix much else. The gut and digestive issues are just one area of our expertise, and they're all available to you when you need the answer. Now,
and just as we've done a lot of things right, we've done a lot of things wrong.
Yeah.
And so we have practice on ourselves. In fact, we actually did it backwards. I didn't start with my gut
Well,
health.
I didn't start with my gut health either.
And Mary's personal health crisis started when she found her first breast lumps, right after watching her grandmother die of breast cancer in her own mother's bed.
And the doctor just said to me, as I said, come back when it's cancer. And so you know what I did? I just crossed my fingers and I never touched my breast again. My family, my very medical family told me, oh, Mary, don't worry. They're really good chemotherapy drugs for breast cancer. It's going to be fine. And I said, oh, you mean those drugs grandma just took? You mean You mean those drugs? Well, that didn't work out so well for her. So Jack and I went on a healing journey for me before I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And that was 20 years ago. And I don't have any more breast lumps, and I have not been diagnosed with breast cancer. And we figured it out for you. So
we can give you the forbidden information that you need to support the structure and the function of your body so your own forbidden doctor inside you can heal you. The inner doctor we're talking about built you. It knows how to heal you. It just needs some help. So through our experiences, we're going to give you the quick answers you're looking for. I mean, it's kind of like a big brother or a big sister who can save you time by showing you the way.
Yeah. So we discovered the way to heal ourselves. The hard and expensive way.
Yeah.
Trial and error. But
you get to cheat and do it the easy way. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And you need access to us for your own personal issues. Our podcasts are great, but they may not be addressing specifically what you're looking for, because we have people asking us all the time, would you do a podcast on this? Would you do a podcast on that? You know, basically begging us to give them a personal podcast just for their specific issue. Well, we wish we had the time and the resources to do that.
Yeah.
But this membership's actually better.
It is.
Because it's interactive, and you can get answers to your questions in the moment you have the question.
yeah, you can simply text us for a very timely answer. Or save your question for your 30-minute phone or Skype consultation each month, because you know sometimes you got to tell that backstory. So there's a hard way to do this. Often people wait until they have a serious problem, then they call a doctor, and then they finally give in to the doctor or the surgery simply for symptom relief because they're in pain and things are happening, and because they think there's no other way. Often people bumble around, search the internet, talk to friends, guess, and finally get so confused with contradicting advice they just give up and cross their fingers and hope they don't get sick. I have told the story before of that lady in your exam room that I walked in, and she was really down, and she said, said, what's going on? And she said, my husband just died and from something, I can't remember now. And I said, oh, and I probably shouldn't have said this, but I wish we could have seen him, could have helped him, And she looked at me and she was like, well, there was nothing they could do. And I said, oh, I know, but that's what they say. But I would have really liked to help. And she looked at me again and she goes, Mary, there was nothing they could do.
No, that's from Mount Sinai, the carved in stone final statement. What are you talking about, Mary? There's nothing they could do.
I mean, it's like she had a blanket over her because they
Unfortunately.
think there's no other way. So that is the hard way. And here is the easy way.
And that's to fix the foundational problem, and which would prevent a multitude of health issues. So let us share the forbidden information that's been withheld from you. We will direct, instruct, and recommend. We'll hold your hand with personal protocols, advice, and guidance. When you have your health, you have everything. When you do not have your health, nothing else matters at all.
That is true. So we had two choices when we were putting together this membership. The first option, to fund all these incredible membership benefits and our staff, we could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many memberships as possible, but that wouldn't really allow us the resources to really give good value. The second option, offer a little higher monthly investment. In exchange, we can devote more resources towards supporting your success on your healing path. So, the monthly membership or the monthly price of this membership has been set at $109 a monthly subscription. So for $109 a month, you will not only get 20% off all your supplements you buy online on our website, but you'll be coached through your included 30-minute phone consultation or Skype consultation, as well as unlimited texting to us and our staff.
Yeah, wouldn't that alone be worth the membership
Yeah.
fee?
So let's talk about some serious and very common problems. If you have high blood pressure or high blood sugar, diabetes, or, suffering from depression or hypothyroidism, that's a big one now. Let's look at your savings. Here are 3 different protocols for high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and a depression protocol. They're a little expensive, $141, $257, $126, but with your 20% off, they would drop significantly and you would save all of that money. I didn't add up that, but wouldn't it be nice to have the savings wherever you need them instead of having to wait for a special?
Absolutely.
That's huge. Okay. So let's break this down. How does this membership work? You simply go to forbiddendoctor.com VIP and enroll in the VIP membership. Once you've enrolled, you will get a welcome email that explains everything. After you've received that, go back to our website, forbiddendoctor.com, and if you haven't taken our symptom survey, simply start there. Or if you have, you might want to take it again. After the survey, you'll be able to schedule your first 30-minute one-on-one phone consult.
Now, this is a biggie because they will schedule their own.
Yeah.
You
Whenever
don't have
it's
to,
good for them.
You don't have to say, well, can I do it here? Oh, no, that's all full. Can I do? Oh, no. You find the spot that works for you, put your name in. We will contact you and give you the 30-minute consultation.
Simple. Text us. And then the other thing is that after the survey, I didn't put these bullets up fast enough. I'm sorry. And text us throughout the month through our confidential app with questions whenever they come up, and bing, 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 bing. Enjoy your 20% savings on all supplements all the time.
So your hand will be held and you will have confidential questions answered when you need them answered. And you'll begin to foundationally heal yourself and your family.
And I love this little thing. Me too. I got the Forbidden Doctor. How would you feel? The answer was as close as the text. And that's fun and that's cute. But let me show you. This membership would be invaluable for a pregnant woman because with an ever-increasing rate of birth defects, the neurological defects are just rampant now, and problems related to labor and delivery, this membership can be vital for delivering a healthy baby. They call them the SP babies. Have you heard that?
Oh, yes.
We
have a bunch of them in the office.
Yeah, and one of ours just had twins, and they were both like 6.5 pounds. I mean, they were just healthy as can be. Didn't spend a second in the hospital. Just took them right home. The day she finds out she's pregnant, you need to get her a membership.
Or even better, get the membership a year before they get pregnant.
Yeah.
And we'll guide her into the most healthy, complication-free pregnancy and healthy baby you've ever seen.
No more wives' tales, no more guessing, no more relying only on an MD whose specialty and training does not focus on the role of nutrition in supporting your pregnancy. Aren't you tired of all the unasked for advice regarding your pregnancy? Be your own Forbidden Doctor. Help yourself. Get this membership, and we will help you.
And no more hoping that everything turns out okay.
Yeah, let's be proactive with this. So with the Forbidden Doctor membership, you will get texting with Mary and Jack 5 days a week, and you'll be given a private texting number, a 30-minute one-on-one phone or Skype consultation once a month with our nutritional staff. You get 20% off all supplements all the time. That's right, all the time. No more waiting for text blasts and coupons. But wait, because we are focused on giving you the most value for your membership, we're also offering, free shipping on orders over $199. Yeah. We wish we could offer this for all orders like Amazon does, and maybe we will be able to if enough people sign up for this membership. So please spread the word. You'll get free shipping for monthly subscribers over $199, but for annual subscribers, you get free shipping if you order only $99.
Which is the most common order is just over $99.
Yeah, and we will pay for the shipping. So tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, I got that backwards, and spread the word about this Forbidden membership. This is the most amazing membership you'll ever be a part of. And here's another benefit. Whoops, we got to do this.
Yeah, we got to unlock that.
We got to unlock it.
$14 a shipment.
$14 per shipment. And
we're offering a monthly question and answer webinar hosted only by us, Mary and myself. Our only agenda is your questions.
Yeah.
And for 1 hour each month, we will answer any and all of your questions on this live webinar.
Yeah, you'll be sent an email once a month alerting you to the online Q&A webinar with Dr. Jack and Mary. You log on, you can call in, you can ask questions on a chat, you can have Jack or I guide you through your health concerns live. And this is where we play Stump the Doctor. You get this all the time on Doug Steffen on that national radio show. He asks you questions on the fly, and I don't think you've ever been stumped. I mean, a few times you've had to say, I might have to look that up, but you're amazing. Nothing is off limits. No question is too stupid or too gross. Remember the bathroom. And we've decided to set this at the first Thursday of every month at 12 o'clock, noon. And if you stump the doctor, he won't finish until he finds the answer. This is where you can take advantage of all the questions you don't think to ask and questions you don't dare to ask. Sometimes it's hard to get a question across in a text, and you need to tell a backstory because everybody's situation and health is different. So this is a storytelling time with questions and answers. It'll be a fun time, but a serious discussion with forbidden information where you'll be surprised where other people's questions and concerns reflect your own. And if you come to the end of the webinar and with your question is not yet answered, just text us.
Yeah, so with this added benefit, you can either call in during the webinar or chat, type your questions, things like that during the webinar, and have your questions answered personally by Mary and by me.
And if this format makes you think of something that you'd rather discuss in private, just text us because it's HIPAA compliant. Nobody will know the color of your poop.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
So we're going to unlock a $750 value because our time for 1 hour is $750. But wait, there's another benefit we're adding.
We're adding private Facebook membership access.
So this will be staffed by our nutritional consultants, Dr. Jack and Mary. We will both pop in occasionally. This health conscious group will be a community of our membership and our staff. You can hop on there and share your health experiences or learn from others. This private Facebook group will be open to only our membership subscribers.
And the operative word here is private.
Yeah.
We can be a lot more open and transparent with our recommendations since we have our First Amendment rights. But the goal of having a private Facebook group is to allow you the freedom of an unregulated and uncensored group where we can give you even more forbidden information to guide you on your health plan. We're paying our staff to monitor and be a part of the Facebook discussion, but your monthly membership covers this expense as well.
Yeah, everybody helps everybody. So you can unlock at least a $500 value to staff this. We figure it's going to be at least that. I'm sure that's a really low estimate, but it's just for you in the membership. So let's go over all the benefits we have now one more time. What do we have? Text Mary and Jack.
30-minute phone consult with our nutritional staff.
20% off all supplements. Go ahead.
And then 3 bonuses here. Free shipping for over $199 or with an annual membership, $99. A question and answer monthly webinar in a private Facebook group.
All this for only $199 a month. So, if all we offered was 20% off supplements, would it be worth it? Free texting about your personal health questions to Mary and Jack, would it be worth it? A free monthly phone consultation, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to have your hand held in this healing and preventative journey?
And if all that happened was your heartburn went away, or your sugar levels balanced out,
would it be worth it?
Or your depression went away,
Yeah.
or your blood pressure came down, would that be worth it? Or your PMS dramatically lessened, would it be worth it?
Yeah, your depression.
Or in Mary's case, melt your breast lumps.
Yeah,
And
just
of course,
that.
results vary on that.
Yes.
But would it be worth your health being restored and possibly preventing anything else?
Yeah. Wouldn't you agree that all of this is easily worth $109 a month? Well, for a short time, we are offering this VIP membership at an introductory price of just $79 a month. Folks, we are offering this for a short time at more than 25% off because really, we want a chance to prove its value.
Now, we don't know how long we can offer this membership at this introductory price because we can only have so many people that we can handle and give them what we tell them we're going to give them, because we'll have to cut it off at some point or raise the price higher so we can make sure that we have the resources to take care of everybody to the level of our reputation, because our reputation depends and stands on that.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. What else costs $79 a month? Cell phone bills run about $150, although ours is way higher than that.
Higher than that.
Cable TV runs about $150 or way more. A good dinner out for the family could be as much as $100. Just an evening for the two of you at a movie can cost $79.
So get in on the ground floor now.
It's an introductory price available only for a short time. But this price will be protected for life if you enroll soon. That's pretty amazing.
No contracts, no obligations.
Yeah. So our Forbidden Doctor VIP monthly membership plan, once you sign up for the monthly membership and start enjoying these incredible benefits, if for any reason you do not feel it's worth the money, you can cancel at any time. No contracts, no obligations. But what if we found a way to save you even more money?
We're not through yet, are we?
No, the Forbidden Doctors VIP annual membership.
So at the regular price of $109, an entire annual
If you paid it
membership
up front.
would cost $13.08.
Right. But we've dropped the price to $79. So an annual membership
Would cost $948.
it does cost $948. But if you sign up with the annual membership, you receive 2 months free. So it's only $790
For an entire year
For
of that kind of support and help.
Yeah, that comes down to $65 a month. I mean, that is incredible support.
Well, the amount of resources needed to service everybody has to come from somewhere, so this membership is non-refundable.
Non-refundable. But look at this. At the regular price, you save $518.
By an annual membership.
Yeah. So this brings the cost of the membership way down, and it's really in just about everyone's reach.
Yeah. So in addition to saving money with your annual membership, how about a couple more bonuses exclusively for the annual subscription?
Slices, it dices. Here's one more.
That's right. Your annual membership bonus number 1
is a free bottle of Aegis Thyroid, a $54 value. And note, this is a gift for the first 50 annual subscribers only.
And not to be outdone, we have an annual membership bonus number 2.
Yeah, a free bottle of Forbidden Doctor's Long Life Energy Enzymes, a $210 value. But
this is a gift for the first 25 annual subscribers only.
So what is that dropping that price of the annual membership down?
Well, these two gifts together right off the top adds another $243 to the value of the annual VIP membership.
But you must hurry. Buy now before the bonuses are all gone. Go to forbiddendoctor.com/VIP.
Now, we still have a couple of boxes of stuff left to give away.
Hold on. Refer a friend who buys a VIP membership and receive a free bottle of Ageless Thyroid. So that's everybody.
My goodness.
Monthly and yearly.
You sure we can afford this?
No. Send them to forbiddendoctor.com. No, we have the products in stock. You should be fine. Send them to forbiddendoctor.com/VIP. Don't forget the .com. Everybody forgets that. It's forbiddendoctor.com/VIP. And if they sign up, you get a free bottle of Ageless Thyroid. So what do we have so far? If you hurry, you can text Mary and Jack. You get a 30-minute phone consult. You get 20% off supplements.
And then here comes all the free stuff.
Yeah.
Free shipping for over $199 or over $99 for annual memberships, Q&A monthly webinar, a private Facebook group, a free bottle of Aegis Thyroid, and a free bottle of Lee enzymes for those who sign up
quickly because, and the total minimum value, because I think there's a lot more in there that we're not adding up, is $2,453. And all of that for only $79 a month. And even less if you buy the annual VIP membership.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's a little C. Mitchell that wrote us the other day. I've been searching for information for years to help restore my broken down health. Dr. Jack and Mary's YouTube and podcasts are some of the best and most useful I have discovered so far. My husband and I are getting addicted to Dr. Jack and Mary's information ministry and are so thankful for you guys.
Well, thank you, Mitchells.
Are we going to start a church?
No.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that we would be nonprofit.
Yes.
That would.
So what's your health worth to you? $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 and more? I mean, how much would you pay to get personal, private access to a healthcare provider?
This access to a doctor that will treat you like an individual is unprecedented, and you don't even have to come into the office. We'll take the time, not the 5 minutes to fit into their schedule.
So you can see why others are happy to pay hundreds of dollars on an average first nutritional visit to our clinic.
But they don't get the 20% off supplements, nor free shipping, nor follow-up consults, free consults, nor members-only Q&A webinars, nor a private Facebook, nor access to Dr. Jack and Mary. It's so fun calling you Dr. Jack.
Yes. You know what? I want you to start calling me that from now on.
Dr. Jack.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your purchase of a VIP membership gives you access to at least $2,453 in services and savings.
Yeah, and possibly much, much more. The more you buy, the more you save with the 20% off supplements and free shipping. So you can see why it's a phenomenal deal at $79. You don't have to pay the thousands the general public pays for less access. We're going to support and heal the world, starting with you and your
I
family.
mean, can you imagine talking to your healthcare provider for 30 minutes every month and also being able to text them about questions and advice without ever leaving home? This is an unprecedented access.
And won't it be so cool to be able to text Dr. Jack? And Mary.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, both of us and all of our staff. We're all here for you. In fact, on that app that we have, you can text the entire staff. It's called The Forbidden Team. And you can text everybody, and then whoever can answer it or feels they have the best
And it
answer.
has the quickest time to get to it.
Yeah,
answer your question even faster.
There we go. So start your health journey now. It's only $79 a month for the monthly membership, or save even more with the annual membership. Go to forbiddendoctor.com/VIP. And again, don't forget the .com. And isn't that the cutest thing ever?
It is.
We
It's
love
almost like the Minions.
Yeah.
Except they look a little more intelligent. Now, we don't have enough time to cover everything, and we have more information for those of you who want to consider this stuff. If you're considering this membership, listen to our podcast.
See what we say. Yeah. And look real quick what others are saying. These are real Google reviews. Dr. Jack and his staff are incredible. The advice and service I have received there has been of the highest quality.
Yeah, we have received only 5-star reviews.
On Google. It's just unprecedented. I know I'm using that word too much. And this person, thank you. That you know who this is. And
yes. Yeah, he has the use of his right arm again.
Yeah, and he is very, very thankful for some of the nutritional stuff that we have done with him. Here is Joe S. The staff at Dr. Stockwell's office is easy to work with. They're friendly and very flexible. They're there to help with health problems and willing to try and solve it. You are awesome. Carol says you have helped so many people, especially me and my family. So what is your family's health worth? Is it worth having a doctor and nutritional consultants on call to help you with every question? Is it worth $79 a month? These patients know it is. This Kelly K, friendly, knowledgeable staff, I've never had a question they couldn't answer about my adjustments, health, or supplements. Your online podcast and radio broadcasts continue to provide me with the abundance of information and education regarding your ways to rebuild my health. I'm so grateful to be able to plug into your resources at any time, 24/7, especially since I'm in Southern California. Mm-hmm. And now she can get personalized help, not just listening to the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
She can come direct to myself, you, or
to
our staff.
To myself.
Yes.
I refer my friends and family all the time. Such wonderful knowledge and support, friendly and always cheerful.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who just wander into a GNC and get little or no help whatsoever from somebody. Again, this is where people get together and pool their ignorance.
Yeah.
But here you'll have personalized help.
Yeah. I love your supplements. I love your podcast. Very friendly, not rushed, very good explanations. You've helped me so much, and each member of our family, I don't know what we'd do without you. Exceptional healthcare, exceptional staff. We're very proud of our staff.
Yes,
we have
indeed.
the best staff in the world.
So it's a good thing you haven't stopped this podcast because for staying with us this long, here's another gift that we promised at the beginning.
When you go to forbiddendoctor.com/VIP and purchase either the monthly subscription or the annual subscription membership, in the next 24 hours, we will throw in another free bottle of Ageless Thyroid on top of everything else we have offered.
Now, add that up.
Yeah.
If they're in the first 25 annuals, they get a thyroid, they get the enzymes,
They get another one.
they get another one for being the first 24 hours, and if they bring somebody with them that also does the same thing, they get another ageless. That's 3 ageless thyroids.
Plus a Lee enzyme.
3 times 54, that's 162, plus the 210. I mean, that is half the annual membership right there in value.
Right there. And then they'll be taken care of for the next.
I don't know if we can afford this.
Yeah, we'll take care of them for the next year.
For
the
an
next
entire year.
For that price. So, again.
You will be well taken care of.
Yeah. So unlock the VIP benefits. Here they are. Texting with Dr. Jack and Mary and their nutritional staff 5 days a week, a 30-minute one-on-one consultation with our consultants once a month, 20% off all supplements all the time, free shipping, monthly call and Q&A webinars, and a private Facebook VIP access. So
to conclude, yes, we have come to the end. We realized you needed more access to us because we're constantly besieged with requests. And this business of healing from the inside out is not for the faint of heart.
No.
Or the tired. But we're not taught how to do this. We're not taught that the doctor is within us. We are taught the opposite. And that is true. It's forbidden to rely on anything inside you, especially some doctor idea. So we're here to tell you the things they don't want you to know.
So we are... Get your VIP membership ordered in the next 24 hours and receive that additional gift of a bottle of Aegis Thyroid, something everyone needs, man or woman. And there's the website, forbiddendoctor.com/VIP.
Again, remember the .com. The statements made in this podcast about specific products have not been evaluated by the United States Food and Drug Administration and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. All information provided or any information contained on or in any product, label, or packaging, or this podcast, is for informational purposes only, and it is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professional. So click on the Sign Up Now button at the end of this thing and get started. I'm sitting here waiting for your first text.
Have you ever heard a doctor say that to you?
No.